been studying about the children of Israel leaving Egypt, and they have crossed the Red Sea because God helped them, and they are now getting manna every day, and when they've run out of water, God has provided water. They are still on their way to Sinai. They haven't quite got there yet. And Moses' father-in-law showed up. Now, evidently, at some point, Moses sent his wife and his sons back home to her dad. And remember, Moses worked as a shepherd for her dad for 40 years. And so he sent his wife and children back to her. And now his father-in-law has come to see him. And the first day he arrived, they sat down and they had a party. They called all the elders of Israel and had a big feast, and they had fun. And Moses told Jethro all of the things God had done for them. Wouldn't that be neat to sit there and listen to Moses recount everything that God had done with the 10 plagues and all the miracles and everything? That'd be fun to listen to that. And my toe popped. I have to take my shoe off because my toe is continuing to pop and it hurts. Okay, much better. The next day, they woke up, and Moses went out and he sat down, and a whole bunch of people gathered in front of him. And they began to say things like, he stole money from me. No, I didn't. He gave it to me as a gift. Or my lamb went missing and it's in this guy's yard and I want it back. No, finders keepers. And they brought all their problems to Moses. And Moses judged between them. And he decided, no, you're right and you're wrong, and give it back and behave yourself, to everyone who came to him. Now remember, there was about 3 million people. And so if only, let's say, 0.5% had problems, that would be 1,500 people, or somewhere in there. I probably don't even have my numbers right. Math on the fly this morning. Anyway, there's a lot of people coming before him having a big problem. And after Moses spent all day judging the people, his father-in-law came to him and said, "What in the world are you doing?" And Moses explained to him, I speak for God, so when the people have a problem, they come to me and I tell them what God's will is. And Jethro said, "You're going to kill yourself. This is just way too much work. It's exhausting for the people. They can't get timely judgment. You're going to die of exhaustion. So this isn't good. What you need to do, you need to take some men and put like one man in charge of 10 men, and another man in charge of 100 men, and then someone higher up in charge of 1,000 men, and teach those men you put in charge, teach them what is right and wrong, and then they can do almost all the judging, and only the really hard problems can come to you. And then you won't be exhausted, the people won't be exhausted, everybody will be happier. Moses' father-in-law, Jethro, was a priest of Midian. So we believe that he was actually a priest of the one true God to the nation Midian. So he was in touch with God too. Moses liked the idea of this. And I believe this is when Moses began to write what we call the books of Deuteronomy, Leviticus, Numbers. Write it down so other people could read what God said was right and wrong. And then other people could judge the people, and the whole burden wouldn't fall on Moses. It's wise to use all the resources God gives you, and if you are a leader, one resource he gives you is people under you to help you carry your burden. And in addition to that, these books that Moses wrote have helped us throughout history. In fact, this system of having lower courts and then higher courts and higher courts and the Supreme Court, Moses was their Supreme Court, that's where our founding fathers got this idea for our justice system that has the levels like this. And so it has blessed everybody that Moses followed his wise advice from his father-in-law and did this for Israel so that they could have justice and order and not have exhaustion. Let's sing our song. I am a C, I am a C-H, I am a C-H-R-I-S-T-I-A-N, and I have C-H-R-I-S-T in my H-E-A-R-T, and I will L-I-V-E live eternally. I am a C, I am a C-H, I am a C-H-R-I-S-T-I-A-N, and I have C-H-R-I-S-T in my H-E-A-R-T, and I will L-I-V-E live eternally.